Skare, Nabewa, Yinkatwa Soinev, Yinkatwa. Ramasibaya Wayeo. Didaito Sademi Yara. Didaito Sademi Yara. Didaito Sademi Yara. Didaito Sademi Yara. Lishtun Soichar Naturu, Makriro Win Munafras. Yimyon Anachyu Mai Nedatau.
North Pole. Coming back out again. Start to form right at one point. There starts to form. And there's the black hole. Come out farther, 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 farther. Now, what I'd like to see is what's straight above the North Pole. So I got my black hole. That goes. Gets closer, closer, closer. It's the red hole. The red hole is, can't get any closer than that with my camera can. Maybe I can focus for you. Oh, sorry, I don't have that type of lens. I'll get a cam thing. But that's Messier 101. Click on the red hole, and it tells you about the Pinwheel Galaxy, etc. So now you know. What's right above the North Pole, according to Google Earth, is the Pinwheel Galaxy. Messier, it might be French, Messier 101.
one of the world's most famous landmarks, now guarded by Army tanks.
Soldiers have been deployed all around this city, and the tanks are even parked here at one of the ancient wonders of the world, the Great Pyramids of Giza.
An Army officer insisted the pyramids are still open for tourists, but the soldiers wouldn't let us come any closer. On Monday, the troop presence was dramatically increased.
You never want a serious crisis to go to waste. And what I mean by that, it's an opportunity to do things that you think you could not do before.
Edgar Cayce said that the ancient Atlanteans carved a prehistoric record of the ancient times onto stone tablets and hid 3 sets of these tablets in 3 locations on the planet. Of course, one of the locations was in Egypt. Cayce said that the chamber containing these tablets is beneath and in front of the Sphinx. He said that there is a chamber directly under the Sphinx that is an antechamber to the record chamber. And there is a passageway that leads from this antechamber into what he called the Hall of Records. If we look at the Dream Stela, carved by Tutmosis IV, we can see a chamber and a door beneath the Sphinx. Is this ancient Egyptian trying to show us just how deep this antechamber is in the bedrock of the Giza Plateau? According to Cayce, the Hall of Records is off the right front paw of the Sphinx.
This is, I wanted to show you how they found some of these hidden chambers. This is the surface of the ground, and this is ground-penetrating radar. And you see there's the secret chamber underneath. And once they saw this, they could then dig down, and they would open the chamber. And that's how they found. Another amazing thing that actually is in the Edgar Cayce readings, but is also known in the lore, is that when you lay out the land mass on this planet, the pyramid sits right in the center of it. So it was laid out and positioned in the center of the land mass of the planet. Still, that's a mystery. No one, it's just an impressive factor. When you look at the Nile Delta, it's positioned at the base of the exact base of the fan of the delta. So someone really knew what they were doing, and bigger than just the local area. They knew the world, they knew the cosmos. Edgar said that it was laid out according to the stars above, so they were well aware of it.
Nunca más.
Thought you couldn't speak their language.
Scared me. It's an ancient Egyptian dialect. I mean, like the rest of their culture, it's evolved completely independently, but once you know the vowels...
Just answer the question.
Well, I mean, I just had to learn how to pronounce it. I mean, it hasn't been a living spoken language in more than 1,000 years. I mean, look at this. It says, a traveler from distant stars escaped from a dying world looking for a way to extend his own life. His body decaying and weak, he couldn't prevent his own demise. Apparently his whole species was becoming extinct. So he traveled or searched the galaxies looking for a way to cheat death. And, look here. He came to a world rich with life, where he encountered a primitive race, humans. A species which, with all his powers and knowledge, he could maintain indefinitely. He realized within a human body he had a chance for a new life. Now, he apparently found a young boy. It says, as the frightened villagers ran, night became day. Curious and without fear, he walked towards the light. Ra took him and possessed his body like some kind of a parasite looking for a host. And inhabiting this human form, he appointed himself ruler. He used the Stargate to bring thousands of people here to this planet as workers for the mines, just like the one we saw. This mineral is clearly the building block of all his technology. With this, he can sustain eternal life. Now, something happened, where is it, back on Earth? A rebellion or uprising, and the Stargate was buried there. Fearful of a rebellion here, Ra outlawed reading and writing. He didn't want the people to remember the truth.